Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're just going down all of the tribes here because there's so many fun tribes, and I'm a tribal kind of guy. All right, Liesa, Forgotten Archangel is a fantastic new card for Angels, which is already super powerful in the format, and I think just got even more powerful with this new set by first off getting a bunch of new amazing removal. It already had Vanishing Verse and Bloodchief's Thirst. We're going to see Infernal Grasp and Fateful Absence become just really powerful here as well, and yeah, just all the good stuff. There's tons and tons of good removal for this in general, but Liesa, Forgotten Archangel becomes really sweet. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So if we get up to 5 mana and there is a board wipe, a Doomscar or whatever, because this is still a mid-range deck, we are trying to win with creatures. This just lets us send everything back to our hand, which is really cool stuff. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I'm not sure if it triggers immediately as everything dies, and even if this is gone, it'll still bring it back to hand at the next end step. I believe that's how it works. Will it also send it? You know, it says another non-token creature, so yeah, it won't send itself. So I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We also got Enduring Angel, so a 5 mana 3/3 with flying and double strike. You have hexproof, which is really sweet as well. If your life total would be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform this to the other side and your life total becomes 3. Then if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, you lose the game. There's actually a really cool way to make sure that this actually never flips and you can basically never die, never have your life total drop down to 3, which is really cool. But this does transform over, and you have hexproof, and its power and toughness are each equal to your life total, which is really, really cool. Whenever it attacks, double your life total. Pretty sweet stuff where you can just keep doubling your life total. I think it's actually really fun with Angel Destiny. That could be a really sweet thing where you're gaining life as it's hitting, especially on anything with first strike hits in first, and then you can kind of go crazy. This having double strike as well. That would just be, it would be really cool type of stuff. Anyway, we have lots of good stuff. So Righteous Valkyries, Resplendent Marshals, Youthful Valkyries. Make sure we have some stuff in the early game. The Book of Exalted Deed was banned in Standard 2022, but now that it is in full Standard, in still Standard 2022, I'm really confused how it all works, but the Book of Exalted Deeds is back, which means that we can throw it onto a Faceless Haven and we will never lose the game unless there's land destruction. There is some Faceless Havens people are playing, or not Faceless Havens, Field of Ruins people play here and there. And so there is the possibility that people have that. But in general, this is fantastic, just being out there, gaining us life, creating angels, or also putting the Exalted counter onto a Faceless Haven and then never losing the game. It's a fantastic little function synergy there, so why not? Basically, everything else is just good creatures, more removal, more fun, and that's the deck. So let's go and dive in the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, pretty sweet hand. We can keep this one. We have Crippling Fear to get to. We have Bloodchief's Thirst. We have a threat with Resplendent Marshal, which is a good blocker if need be. So we actually have like a really good, just slow early game, or we have a very mid-rangey early hand, which is nice. One-sided board wipes are always pretty awesome. I guess I don't really need to get this out yet. Let's go ahead and throw out the Faceless Haven early, just in case we run into another Snarl, and we will foretell this, pass the turn. We can also just make a 4/4 Angel with the Starnheim, but we'll hold on to that. Resplendent Marshal, pass the turn. So if we exile another creature from our graveyard, that then you put a counter onto each creature that shares that type. Sweet stuff. We'll go ahead and throw this out on black. Swing in. Give them every chance to kill it if they want to. Then we'll go Marshal. I'm trying to remember what kind of board wipes they have. It could be Draconic. The Draconic one, if they discard a Mox... dude, I can't think of it right now. Opus. Alright, Saw It Coming is cool too, I suppose. Pass the turn. The Magma Opus? I think that's it. Nailed it. First try. Frostbite. It dies. We're going to decline. Nothing to actually put stuff onto. Land would be amazing for Rampage of the Valkyries. Not a land. Rough. I could put out a 4/4 and just have it be a threat they have to deal with. It dodges frostbites, things like that. Playing out Youthful Valkyrie still probably dies here. Getting 2 4/4s is better though. We'll go ahead and just throw out the Valkyrie, pass the turn. It gets the counter by having angels come out. That means that this will also dodge stuff. So if this doesn't die immediately, which it did, then we're just drawing out the removal. That's all we're doing. It actually is annoying because most of our deck, like the 3 creatures we have found, are basically the only creatures that have 3 toughness. Everything else is 4 or higher, which is usually really, really good in the format. But we ran into the wrong ones. All we need to find though is a land, and all of a sudden life is phenomenal. Fading Hope, that's annoying against tokens. That's really annoying against tokens. Luckily it goes away. Well, now it's Righteous Valkyrie. We still want to find a land. I don't know about you guys, but lands are my favorite. Pass the turn. Not going to cast this for 0. If we get the land here for Starnheim Unleashed, though, ooh, saw it coming. Big possibility now. Yeah, which one do we go for? The Rampage or the Starnheim? We get to gain enough life to get up to the upside here, so we're going to go for it. We know it's going to get countered, but it would be beautiful. This could be an all-runs epiphany. Fading Hope. Rude. All right. The nice thing about angels is that they kill dragons pretty well in the format. All-runs epiphany. Annoying but not game ending now. 2 of them, a little bit more so. That's pretty good stuff. That lets them get, you know, a little bit ahead. And then they scoop. I meant a little bit ahead, but not really. Booyah. Up against Flowstone, and I like this hand. We'll keep it. We have the Foretell on turn 2 into Marshal, and then hopefully we'll find something else along the way. I'd like to have removal of some sort here, but the lands are really nice. Usher the Fallen, of the Fallen. All right, Foretell. Make him feel like we are a Doom Scar deck. And then we will hopefully find the Crippling Fear anyway. Luminarch Aspirant. It's a little bit annoying. All right, throw this out on black. Yeah, play out the Marshal. Pass the turn. Whenever it enters this battlefield or dies, you may exile another creature from your graveyard. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, other than this guy that shares a creature type with the exiled card. This really is a decent card. If you're playing like mostly humans, like there is the... I wonder if there's a way to just play like angels and humans in the Coven colors. I might go ahead and trade off here. If we have Enduring Angel, so our life total isn't in that big of a like worry, but I think we just, for the sake of getting it off the board, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Because now we get to start playing tons of beefy stuff. Although, next turn it's just Starnheim Unleashed unless we find something better. The Retribution card is what I'm looking for. Spellbinder, cool. I mean, it's a pretty solid hand. Not like amazing because we're not playing stuff next turn, except for a 4/4. Which one do you choose? Enduring Angel is annoying for them because they're definitely just aggro trying to get rid of stuff. They go for the life linking guy to make sure it's harder to get through. Youthful Valkyrie is sweet. Yep, I like everything about that. Yep, on white. I mean, it's not a 4/4 that we can play right now, but the next turn we now have 2 of these coming out, and it'll be beautiful. Is that Lair of the Hydra. Puts counter onto Spellbinder, swings in for 4, we take it. No big deal. No blocks. I want to get this Enduring Angel flipped around. I think it'd be so awesome. Just a doubling life like crazy. All right, Starnheim X2. 2 counters onto Youthful Valkyrie. Good blockers. Definitely willing to trade these guys off for a Spellbinder. Or get out up to Liesa and block with Youthful Valkyrie later. Like, yeah, I feel like we're in good shape. It's a 3/5. Do we start going aggressive here? Yeah, I suppose so. Why not? Down to 17, pass the turn. If they want to throw it into removal right now, I'm kind of okay with it. It means they get in for damage, but that means it's removal that's not going to hit this Enduring Angel, which makes it harder to actually kill us. We also have the Vanishing Verse, which is nice too. So I think what I'm looking for is actually something cheap to play. Like, I wouldn't mind 2 removal spells. Vanishing Verse now gets probably taken. Nope. Okay. I mean, having these all cost a lot is annoying. Getting the clue is sweet, though. Counter to the other Spellbinder. Do they attack? No. Land's not the worst. Let's go ahead and draw now. Righteous Valkyrie. Righteous. All right, so we get the land. We can't actually play any of these right now anyway. So I don't think we play out the Righteous Valkyrie. We can grow the Youthful Valkyrie, which could be nice to be a really good blocker against these guys. Getting rid of just Lumark Aspirant might be a good way to go too, though, just so they can't keep growing the board. And I think we hope for another thing to play there. Another Spellbinder would be really annoying. But yeah, I think we just take out the Lumark Aspirant. Get rid of the way to grow the board. And I think as long as their board doesn't keep growing, we're not in any hurry here to kill them. Pass the turn. So it's definitely a Humans deck with Elite Spellbinders. Gatilda, Brutal Cathar takes the token, I would assume. Really? Doesn't take the token. Tokens don't come back. Yeah, we'll trade for sure. They do have this Lair of the Hydra we have to be worried about. So they do have quite a bit of damage to throw our way soon. All right, Book of Exalted Deeds. Righteous Valkyrie. So if they just don't cast any spells, this flips, but it has to flip back in order to exile something else. Okay. We can always just exile this, put it onto something as well, make it harder to get rid of. Right now, though, we're just trying to gain life, keep making angel tokens, and that'll be good. So land is the best thing here, or another angel. Removal's not bad, of course. So making a massive Lair of the Hydra to get in for lots of damage right now. We're going to take 8, because I'm not going to block. Yeah, no blocks. And we're really banking on this top deck. So yeah, no spells cast. Cathar will flip. Sweet stuff. All right, cool. We actually don't want it to come back to daytime yet. No attacks. Get a 3/3, gain some more life. Sweet, back up to 9. And now we have blockers. So if they don't cast a spell here, then they get to flip this brute. They get to take another creature. right, so X5 swings in. Gaining the life. I definitely want to kill this. They're going to flip this over and steal something. I'm debating. So if this dies, it gets to come back to hand at the end step. And so I think I block like this just to let them kill the Righteous Valkyrie. We keep the 3/3. They can get rid of the Liesa, but then we have another one. And so even if we don't find removal, we're still in okay shape. And so I think it's just like that. Gaining the life with Liesa would have been nice, since we know it's getting taken here. Oh wait, that's when it becomes night. No one casts 2 spells. Sweet. All right, so Righteous Valkyrie, attacking with Liesa. As long as we don't cast 2 spells in a turn, we're fine. As long as they don't do the same. Gain life. Create an angel. Should have swung with this one. And opponent scoops it up. Sweet stuff. That was with a ton of, tempoing or just kind of slowing down our hand, and that still was awesome. We are up against Rosarf, and I like the curve a lot. The Retribution is such a strong card. If we can keep out creatures, if we can do other things as well. Bloodchief's Thirst, so for removal, we just need to hit a 4th land. We are running 25 lands in the deck with the Emeria's Calls included. So pretty sweet stuff. Pass the turn. Another Bloodchief's Thirst. Play out Faceless Haven so we can have an untapped Snarl and potentially on this next turn. That's fine. That's fine. Now we'll throw this out here and Marshal. Reject. Rude. Oh man, counter spells are just the absolute worst. It completely changes how you play Magic. It's so feel bad. Ugh. I understand. I'm not like calling for the removal from the game or anything like that, but they're just miserable. They make the game much worse, I think. But the game also wouldn't work without them. And so I understand that side of it. I just hate them. All right. Most likely you're going to have some fading hopes here. So bouncing our tokens is going to be really annoying. We at least are getting up 2 mana. I do want to find more snowlands eventually. There you go. All right. So swing it on in there. But yeah, if we find another snowland, get to Faceless Haven when we start getting double strike with these things, it's gonna be sweet because Faceless Haven is an angel. It's the bestest angel there was. I don't know why this is offset. It's really kind of annoying me. Down to 16. Play another one. Can pay for disruption now at least. All right. Board wipes, lots of bounce, all that kind of stuff is gonna be annoying. But if they didn't bounce already, I think they don't have it. So now we're just looking for the snowland to go double striking on the next turn. We already have lethal on board. So yeah, didn't get the land. Sad day. And opponent just realized it's double strike and that's lethal. All right, cool stuff. Dude, this deck... Angels just have lots of really good tools in their arsenal right now, and it's crazy. All right, pretty awesome hand. I love it. And get out tap land. Pass the turn. Got a couple of these in the deck just to make sure we can hit our triple white spells and things like that as well. I think... Yeah, let's go Valkyrie. Pass the turn. Trying to think if there's any downside to playing it there. Starnheim Unleashed is a little bit awkward. We're trying to hold up removal as well with this. There we go. That's aggressive. I like aggression. Resplendent Marshal. Get the counter on there. attack in. Get out of out of the... Don't die to frostbites. There we go. Nailed it. First try. So when this dies, we have to exile another creature card from graveyard. So won't actually do anything now. It's more of like a late game good stuff kind of play. Feels like a counter spell. I can foretell on hold on to Fateful Absence, just attack in for 5 and be fine. Getting this countered means that if this dies, we get to put counters onto Youthful Valkyrie. I'm going to go ahead and just go for it. Next turn, we can do this. For now, we can attack for 6, and that's a much faster clock, 3-turn clock. Fading Hope. I'm okay with the bounce. Bounce is fine. Doesn't bounce the Youthful Valkyrie. I mean, I guess it makes sense they want to keep us off of gaining life, but these are the threats. All right, what board wipes do they have? I already have 2 black sources. I don't think I really need more than that. Could be wrong. All right, I'm feeling like they're gonna have a counterspell for this one. There's a shot coming. Okay. Valkyrie doesn't have the reject card. Nice. 7 down to 5. Lethal on the next turn. And a few ways to make sure that happens anyway. We can play this out just for the 4 mana as well. Grow the Youthful Valkyrie, kill. Bolts themselves and goes for the dragon. And then scoops. Sweet stuff. Not too shabby at all. I like it. Up against Maz. Keep this one. Love the lands. Tap land, pass the turn. Wouldn't mind some sort of... Interesting colors to play and have no 2-drops or 1-drops. No one plays white and doesn't have a 1-drop or a 2-drop. All right, more control-y. Angels, it's a mirror match. Sounds good. Bring it on, fool. All right, what do you got? Another Righteous Valkyrie. That's a pretty good answer. Pretty good way to go. Making a 4/4 here is pretty sweet. It does block a lot of what they're doing. But I don't know if it's better than just going for actual creatures and waiting to get this till later. We'll go for it. I mean, any angel, and they gain so much life that they get out of range for us to really do much, but we can maybe pressure the life total with a vigilance creature at least. Yeah, that's an angel. Legion Angel. I'm not playing Legion Angel. I definitely need a Legion Angel here. Dang, yeah, just so much. Double Righteous Valkyrie into an Angel. Good stuff. All right, then. What do we do now? Huh. I guess a flying lifelinker. No attacks. And this lets us keep bringing stuff back. Like, we can have Resplendent Marshals keep coming down, blocking every single time, not losing as much life. They just have so many creatures. Ridiculous amounts. Block here, take 12 again. Yeah, I think I want to gain life with both of these guys on this next one. Emeria's Call. Getting up to that one pretty quick, actually. So yeah. Marshals. Marshal. So we have chump blockers. They have enough damage, we die anyway. Ugh. Annoying. Rampage of the Valkyries. Another angel. Yeah, they just... This is the curve that we could have too. I don't have the Legion Angel, but seems legit. Have to block another one. And I guess we block with a thing that comes back to hand and not the Liesa. All right, what can we get here? Decline, so we get those back to hand. I mean, this is pretty cool, but it's just not good enough right now. Yeah, good game. They just went way too wide, way too quick. And we could do the same. We just didn't. Didn't feel like it, you know? We are up against Carbide and on the plate with only 2 lands. But a pretty sweet curve if we get it. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one out. Tap land, go, pass the turn. Come on. Snarl off the top. Uh-oh. You might be in trouble, guys. This, I mean, we're gonna draw a land, obviously. I always do. Okay. You don't always do it. I'm glad that worked out for us. All right. Swing in, down to 18, pass the turn. Spellbinder probably gets rid of the Crippling Fear here. It's a pretty big blowout for them if we hit a land. But the Resplendent Marshal is just good anyway. Like, there's just a lot of great things happening in this hand right now. Takes the creature. I'm fine with going for Valkyrie or the board wipe. Do we hold off on the board wipe? We can still get in. Yeah, we found the land. Now opponent's just like, yep. If they found the land, they lost. And we win. All right. Only 2 lands. We do have the Infernal Grasp on the play. 2 draws to try to find that 3rd land. All is lost. But you know me, I'm a 2-land hand keeper. That's what I do. That's all I've ever done. If I don't do that, I don't play Magic. Oh no. Oh no, it's bad. Okay, then. Fine. All right, get to kill that. That's nice, at least. And the land. Crap. Oh no. It worked on the last game. Come on, no. They scooped when we had no land? What? Okay. Maybe they didn't draw the land like, oh, the game's over. They didn't even look to see if we didn't have one. Cool. I like that. Cool stuff. Next one. All right, up against Guderian and a really sweet Angel of Destiny's hand. So keeping this one. Great curve with Angels. I like it. Tap land to start us off with into everything else and just hopefully find a couple more lands. Not yet. That's fine. We're good. We're good. 5 lands is what we need to get to with this deck. We're running 25 lands, which should get us there by turn 6 is kind of how that works. Typically. We could be running maybe 1 more land to try to make sure that happens more on curve, 1 or 2. And modal lands could be pretty sweet for that as well, but I kind of like how the deck has been functioning for the most part. Codespell Cleric. 3 counters onto a big boy. Puts onto itself. Okay, that's fine. That means we get to block with our Valkyrie. All right, so we are looking for board wipes. Creeping Chill, or Crippling Fear. That's the one. Crippling Fear. Do they have another 1-drop? Paladin class. That's a 1-drop. Couple counters. They haven't played out the 3rd land yet. They could have some sort of shenanigans. Okay. Okay, block here. Wait. Yeah, we'll play this out. Go Marshal. I still have another planes for Snarls in case we run into them. And no attacks. We'll play defensively. Pass the turn. This, all creatures get +1/+1. I think that's what they're doing here. Faceless Haven as well. I mean, man, what a hand. This is actually really aggressive, really good. If we weren't playing something a little bit more mid-rangey, this would be a really big issue. But if we can just keep, yeah, we have the curve, so just, wait, why does this one cost more? Oh, casting our turn costs more. Yeah, we're not going to cast on their turn. We just have a good curve right now. I like it a lot. Lifelinker on the next turn that we can block with if we want to. And getting this even higher is nice. I think we just take 7. If they go wide enough, though, we're in a little bit of trouble. Having the lifelinker is really important. Ooh. It's not bad either. It's a lot of removal with Angel of Destiny on the turn afterwards. How do we lose, though? If they end up having removal, Fateful Absence, they only need to get in with so many creatures before we're dead. Search Party Captain is sweet here as well. Let's go. If they have the removal, this hurts us anyway, so let's go for Retribution. It definitely has the highest upside. Something can block a little bit more aggressively. No attacks past the turn. They have to get in with at least 3 creatures and have some sort of buff. They have Faceless Haven as well. Yeah, being at 10 is not looking happy. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature and gains double strike. Well, we're definitely fine blocking whatever that one is. Okay. So Marshal can block there. These other ones can block other stuff. Just making sure I'm doing this right. No mana left. Taking 7. 2 creatures, and I think the Angel of Destiny will be pretty sweet here to gain a decent amount of life. Nice. Snarl at a perfect time. Yeah. Angel of Destiny. This one at least has Vigilance. With Powerless in this creature. All right, Usher the Fallen. Swing in here. Gain 7 life. Okay, so Faceless Haven come swinging in. I can kill this, block one of these ones. If they have removal of some sort and swing in, we're dead. So pass the turn. Faceless Haven's a coming. Ooh, I forgot about that. Down to 3. Now we get to gain so much life. It's insane. Ooh, and an Enduring Angel. Does make it safer. Having a lifelinker could be nice too, but I do think that just going Enduring Angel is probably the better play. just because then our life total doesn't matter at all anymore. They have to remove that first. Attack in. Double strike on both. Gain just a little bit of life. Back up to 17. Feels good. And opponents keeps it up. There we go. Yeah, Enduring Angel, pretty sweet with that. Having the double striker as well with Angel Destiny. All right. Whew. I mean, that one was the most scary of all of them, but I never felt like we were out of control as long as we played smart. It was just a matter of how, like, what's the right line, but we found it. It's good. All right. So this deck is busted, and we had a really good run here. So I only had one loss when I was recording. I actually had one loss when I was first testing out. So my very first game with it testing was a loss, but 80% win rate, and I feel like it could definitely rise even higher than that. But that's, I mean, if you just had an 80% win rate deck, that's really good. 100% on the play, 33% on the draw, which means being on the draw is pretty bad. But we also just, I think on the draw, I need to make sure I'm drawing into removal on those ones. I think the one that we lost was not hitting land number 3 for forever. No, that guy ended up scooping, right? I had one more insta scoop I ended up showing here, right here. But yeah, the deck just felt super, super solid. Really, really good. Played up against a lot of different things. I guess we didn't play up against black very much, like any of the control matchups, which I do think this deck is can refill the board enough that it can play against Blood in the Snow okay. Like it can end games with 1 or 2 creatures, and we can just kind of keep holding them back if we're in the right matchup. So that's the one deck I'd like to see more of to see how it works. But if you're up against a lot of mono white, play this deck. It destroys it. It's really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.